Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Louisa, you are watching Loulou C'est la vie, and for today's video I want to talk about what herbal supplements and what vitamins I take to help me deal with my PMS symptoms. So yeah, if you want to know what I take, please stay tuned. Alright, so first of all, here's the disclaimer. I am not a doctor, but I'm a woman and I've been going through lots of PMS, and yeah, I've been trying different things. I've learned a lot from the internet and from experimenting on my body. What I take works for me may not work for you, so you have to do the research for yourself. You have to try the product for yourself and see how your body responds to it. But please be smart. Don't do anything too drastic. Do not stop any medication. Make sure that before you take any supplements that it will not interfere with either your birth control or whatever medication you would be on. So voila. But anyways, I hope this will be helpful. So PMS happens within the second half of your cycle. It is the time where the hormones are kind of like changing, and this imbalance in your hormones creates symptoms in your body that are not super fun, like sleeplessness, tired, stress, mood swing, water retention, a whole bunch of crap that we really don't want to deal with, but we don't really have a choice. Now, PMS is different for every woman. Some women have it from the moment they ovulate until the moment they have their period. Some women have it within the end of their cycle, like the last few days of their cycle until they have their period. Personally, I have it that last week of my cycle. And on top of that, to make things even more complicated, each cycle can have different PMS. Some cycle you can have very intense, heavy PMS that starts early, so you'll be like moody, you won't sleep well at night, you will have a lot of water retention for no reason, you'll crave carbs and chocolate, you'll have really bad cramps, which is another symptoms I forgot to talk about. Oh my gosh, cramps. You know, and then some cycle you will barely feel your PMS and you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm on my period. So it really is different for every woman, and from cycle to cycle they can be different. All right, so when you go online and search for herbal supplements or vitamin supplements to help release PMS symptoms, you have a whole bunch of options. I'm going to talk to you about 2 herbs and 2 vitamins. All right, so the first herb I want to talk about, it's called black cohosh. Black cohosh is an herb that it's usually used for women who are going through menopause, which is another hormonal imbalance, and it helps them with hot flash and all the crazy things that we will have to deal with at some point in our life when we go through menopause. But they realize that black cohosh is also a great herb to help with PMS, and so it will help you with irritability, which is a huge deal, and sleep. I know personally I have a hard time falling asleep when I have my PMS, when it's like when I'm getting really close to my period, especially the night before the period starts. It's hard for me to sleep. Black cohosh is going to help with that. The second herb that I like to combine with black cohosh is dong quai. Dong quai is an herb that comes from China and that's been introduced to us since I think the 19th century, like 1870 something. So it's been there, we've been using it, and it's an herb that's going to help you with the cramps, which is a big deal, with moodiness and with insomnia. So when you combine black cohosh and dong quai, those 2 herbs work really, really well together. Now, when should you take those herbs? It's really important for you to understand your cycle and know when things are happening. When are you ovulating? When are you going to start PMSing? When are you going to start your period? And if you're not quite sure about all that, I highly recommend that you're going to check out this video right here, Understand Your Cycle. It's a video that I did a month ago, I think, and it's going to break it down to you on how a woman's cycle work. It's very generic, talking about Jane who has a 30-day cycle. So it's just an example, but it gives you a general idea. It breaks things down for you so you can understand how it works, and then look at yourself and see what's the deal for you. From that point on, you'll understand so much more about your cycle, and you'll be able to pinpoint when you start PMSing, around what day you start PMSing. So personally, I like to start taking those herbs a few days before I know I'm going to PMS. Usually for me, my PMS starts on the last week of my cycle. So that week before I'm gonna before my period, before the first day of my period, I know that PMS is gonna be crazy. So I like to start a couple days before that by taking all those herbs so my body is prepared. So now for the vitamins, there are 2 vitamins that I think every woman should take on a regular basis, and those are magnesium and B6. And combine those vitamins together. Those vitamins, as far as the PMS, those will help you with cramps, mood, and cravings, especially the chocolate cravings, which I don't know about you, but me, chocolate during that time, it's like a drug. If I don't have it, I will bite. Okay. So if I can have something that takes the edge off and ease things off on chocolate, my husband will tell you, it's like he knows. He knows. So yeah, if I can have something that can help me out with that, this is great. But also the cramping. The cramping can be really hard. I mean, it depends on the cycle, it depends on the woman, but cramping can be hard. The magnesium really helps with that. So I highly recommend that you guys start that. Personally, I take magnesium and B6 every day, and if not every day, every other day, whenever I remember. Usually I pop it in the morning with my breakfast or at night with dinner, whichever I remember to do, and I like for my body to be infused in that throughout my cycle. So voila, this is that. This is what I take. Those are the 2 herbs and the 2 vitamins. Now keep in mind that every woman have different PMS symptoms at different time. So what works for me may not work for you. What works for your sister, your cousin, your best friend may not work for you. You have to do your research. There are a whole lot of other herbs out there that can help with PMS symptoms. There's like primrose. There's so many. Maca. I didn't even talk about maca. I did a whole video on maca, which I will link right there if you want to learn about maca roots. It's amazing. There's St. John wort. I cannot pronounce that. St. John's wort. That's another excellent herb for PMS. I've tried it a couple times, but I keep going back to black rush and donquet. It's just what I like. But voila. Alright you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below, what do you like to take as a supplement, herbal or vitamin supplement, to help you deal with your PMS symptoms. It might help somebody who is looking for something, so share with the community. You never know, you might help somebody. What else can I say? Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy the content, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. What are you waiting for? And share with a friend who's probably maybe having a hard time with their PMS. Maybe that can help them. Voila, that's that. I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Until then, have a beautiful life. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Hey, c'est la vie.